Alright, time to update the global tier list. And I know it's a bit late considering LOSTVAYNE came out almost a month ago. Would I have got more views if I updated the tier list as soon as LOSTVAYNE came out? Probably. But I wanted more units to come out. And of course we got the 6 from the exclusive, so we got a lot of units to put in the tier list, which is pretty nice. So starting off, this is already like a pre-made list with these characters, so it has some extra that are not on global, but I'll just leave those out. Let's start off with, okay. Fraudrin is an interesting one, so I'll explain Fraudrin right now. And if you're the people that skip to the end, and you don't understand why I'm placing Fraudrin where I'm placing him, I don't like him. So, Fraudrin. If you're a whale, right now, Fraudrin is here. Or here. If you're a whale, and you max out all his costumes, and you 6-6 him, give him UR, HP, and defense gear, and all that. Especially the part of maxing out all the costumes. You buy all the costumes and max them out with the costume upgrade material. He goes in the god tier, because that ability of preventing the ultimate gauge is insane, especially when the meta is so completely influxed by ult rush. He is absolutely amazing. But if you can't do that, if you cannot max out his costumes, you can't give him UR gear right now, and you can't really do all those things, he's here. Like, he's actual trash. The unit himself isn't good. The snatch is okay. Like, the ability to, get the stats, the attack and defense is okay. But the thing is, if you're not proccing his passive, that's where he belongs. The least. You can go below this. He's awful. But if you are a whale, he can go here. I'll keep him here. On my JP list, I can pull up my JP list real quick. On my JP list, I made sure to separate Whale Fraudrin and Whale Ludociel, because they have a similar passive of having to have more CC than the enemy. Whale Fraudrin and non-Whale Fraudrin, which is right here, is in the last tier, right? But of course on JP he is not as good as he used to be, so I put him down to S tier. But just so I explain, I'll keep the Whale Fraudrin here. I won't have a tier for non-Whale Fraudrin, but if you're a whale, he's absolutely god tier. Moving on, let's go Blue Jericho. Sorry, Jenna. Sorry. Blue Arthur. Okay. Blue Arthur is great. Blue Arthur is actually great. On global right now, he's actually great. Not even only, talking about when he has the 70% extra damage, the crit damage for this week. He is actually fantastic. I love him. I really like Blue Arthur. I always did. But for some reason, I had much more fun playing with him on global than on JP. I mean, probably because on JP at the time, I couldn't really max him, and I didn't really know how to use him so well, so I didn't, have as much fun with him on JP. But I quite like this unit. I think he honestly deserves to be up there. I mean, I would say out of these units, he's probably one of the worst. Like, he's not as good as Estarossa, of course. He's not as good as Bloody Meliodas, but honestly, Bloody Meliodas, some people that just come in maybe don't understand. He is god tier if he has Lilia, but I put him in SS here because he, is a dependent unit. Alright. New Easton just came out. She's actually really good. Like, she's a really fantastic unit. She's a support unit, and she can be used in so many ways. She's really good. Currently, as I'm recording, her banner just came out and is live. Is it worth 74? Not really. She's alone in her banner, while, some better banners will come out. So, but she's a fantastic unit. Really good unit. These two right here are coming soon to global, but not currently. Green Meliodas is pretty good. I would say, I'd compare him to Red Meliodas. They're pretty good, but they're just not great. Like, the thing is, he doesn't excel in any activity in the game. He is okay in PvP, and he's okay in a lot of PvE activities, but he doesn't excel in anything. Red DML, he has his place, I guess, on Crimson, but honestly, even on Crimson, right, just use Dariari, or use Red Escanor. Like, Red Escanor shits on Red DML, on Crimson, right? He's much better. So they just don't excel as much, but they're still solid. You can still just use them. So that's where I'll still place him right there. Alright, Mono sucks. Mono actually sucks. Okay, so here's the thing, right? On global, Mono is buffed. So on JP, what Mono does is if the enemy has either, bleed, poison, or shock, she does 50% more damage. On global, she does 50% more damage per shock, poison, or bleed. So if they have all three, she does 150%. The problem is, right, that even though that's a massive buff, and Global's Mono is much better than JP Mono, there's no team comp in the game that can do that on Global currently. There is one on JP. There is currently a team comp on JP that can do that, but it's not on Global. If she was the way she is on Global, but on JP, she would be so much better. Like, actually, astronomically better. But unfortunately, that's not the case, so I'll have to put her amongst the not very good. Moving on, this Elizabeth, she's okay. Also, on JP, she was buffed, but not on Global. She has her old trash card that heals only one ally, and it's by 30% level 1. She's just not good. She's not good. She can be used for like certain annoying comps. If you use her and Valenti, you can give Valenti lots of resistance. But in general, she's just not very good. Not a unit you really want to use. Like, the whole healing by doing damage could work if she was a high damaging unit, but she just isn't. Like the new Lilia on JP kind of works because not only she has a lot of lifesteal, she does quite a bit of damage, so she heals a lot herself when she does damage, and heals. If she's the one with the least amount of health, she only heals one person for level 1, right? Just like Elizabeth. But she heals herself a lot with the lifesteal, and then also heals herself a lot with her own card because she does quite a bit of damage. Elizabeth is not doing either. She doesn't have that much lifesteal, nor she's doing that much damage, so it's just not very good. This girl, I mean, here's the thing. With all these exclusive units, right? The exclusive units, the New Year's, the Valentine's, and the... it's just these two. Halloween's still to come. Halloween should be a Halloween for Global. They're solid to have, like incredibly good to own because of their costume, right? Their costume have effects that are great, and they really favor your gameplay. But I'm talking just about the unit themselves. I'm not talking about their costumes. It's a completely different story. So that's why they're ranked so much lower than... If I was, ranking the costumes, they'll be ranked much higher, because the costumes, the ability to select what demon you want is amazing. Whenever, it came out, I wasn't all, that, oh, it's not needed, because technically speaking, you still need all 3 demons. So just having it random, it doesn't matter. But, I much rather have 6 of the same demon in a day, so I don't have to keep changing my team. It's much, much, much better. That's how I grind my raids. I just have 6 of the same one. Today I want to do 6 reds. I'll just do 6 reds. It's much better. Right, Elaine out of the bunch is the best. Out of the, I would say honestly, out of all the exclusive characters that came out in this batch, she's the best. Because she's actually useful. Like, Elaine, not this one. This one is the Halloween one, which should come out, in a month? Yeah, something like that. Increases ally stat buffs by half of their values in deathmatch. If you're using her with Darrieri's blue card and her own like regular attack cards get increased by half. So every single time she stacks a regular attack buff thingy, she does 15% instead of 10. Every single time. And then, her buff card, if you're doing level 3, instead of 50 does 75. Out of the bunch, not any of them are crazy, but I think she's the one that stands out. And for last is, oh, why isn't Benimaru here? What? I mean, he should be, like, here. LOSTVAYNE, I have to say, he's the best thing in the game. There's not much to say, he's the best thing in the game. Like, if you attack him, he gets his cards ranked up. If he does damage, he heals a lot, and he does too much damage. He is insane for not only PvP, but also PvE activities. Like, His ultimate is insane. Everything about him is just crazy. Like, to this day on GP, overall, I would consider him the best unit in the game, even though he released on GP like, what, 8 months ago? He released pretty much when Global came out. So like 7 months ago, yeah. 6-7 months ago. So he released a long time ago. Two new Blazing Festival. 2 new festival characters have come out ever since, and I would still consider him the best unit in the game, overall. I think for PvP currently, the new King might just be the best unit. Might. I don't know, but might just be. But overall, without a shadow of a doubt, I would say Lost Vayne's the best unit in the game. And he remains like that for a while. So, yeah. There wasn't many other changes I really looked into, honestly. After here, like all these just kind of blend together, to be honest. Like, the fact of the matter is, PvP, after Lost Vayne comes out, like, you guys had your grace period, okay? After Lost Vayne comes out, PvP is completely different. You can't just use whatever you want. You remember Green Monspeed, how fun he was when he came out? That's not a thing anymore. If you use Green Monspeed, he's gonna get destroyed. So, it's a thing. The game completely changes after Lost Vayne. Most units that used to be cool and fun, maybe if you try them out on PvP, might just not as be. So, yeah. But still, that's it. I try to go as fast as I could because I don't like holding people too long when they don't have to. Thank you guys for watching. That's it.